pack a bag and follow the sun. Kick off your shoes and have some fun.
Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's edition of Read, Watch, Listen. I am so happy to be here with a really good friend of mine who also happens to be an extraordinary artist, Mr. Richard Nunez. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for
doing?
being here. I'm doing super well. Thank you. I can't believe I finally got you to stop by.
I can't believe I finally got here.
I know, right? And you brought
Yeah.
your art. Thank you so much. This is all representative of Mr. Nunez right behind us. But for right now, we're going to focus on his recommendation for a read, a watch, and a listen. We're going to start, of course, with the read. You want to tell us what it is?
The read is Utmost for His Highest.
Utmost
For His Highest. It's a daily devotional that I've been using the last 3 years. It's written by Oswald Chambers. Did a little history check on him, but very inspirational for me to read. And then I actually read it 3 days in a row. To have a devotional the way I do it, I read yesterday, today's, and tomorrow's.
That's
dedication
right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a preacher.
He was in ministry, and he died, I think, around age 43.
But that was back when people died around age 43. That was back in, what, the 1930s?
1917.
1917.
Yeah. But he had written 3 books previously, was published, and he was just big into the ministry, and then just happened to die. But it was that his wife had recorded, she was like, what do you call it, the original shorthand stenographer or whatever. She recorded everything he ever spoke in public.
He didn't write anything, right?
He didn't write anything.
She
recorded it all.
Like every time he gave a speech or anything, she was there writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
So after he died, his things were published?
After he died, she was trying to make ends meet and raise their little girl, their daughter, and so she just started compiling all these works through the years that she had kept on him.
So I know, as long as I've known you, you're really, really spiritual. And what is it about this particular book that speaks to you so much that you read it every day?
I get a perspective from his story. I guess he started out as an artist, and he was...
There you go. There's a connection.
Yeah. And so his story is like he was an artist and a musician, and he was very good at it.
Was he a stand-up comedian too?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
I'm just kidding. I'm thinking maybe you were him or something. No, anyway.
But so he chose to have that life of ministry, and it took a lot for him to do that. And so that's what I kind of feel with having a kind of a ministry with the art, you know. Because I put all scriptures on my paintings when I title them.
Yep.
So I put the book, the chapter, and the verse, along with my thumbprint and signature.
Yep, that's how you know it's a Nunez.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for that. Check it out and see if it's as inspirational to you as it has been to Richard. And we are going to move on to your film. And I was shocked when you told me about it because Benedict Cumberbatch is in it, and I love Benedict Cumberbatch, and I've never heard of this film. You want to tell them what it is?
Oh, he was awesome, honey. Amazing Grace, the movie.
Amazing Grace.
Based on the song, but based on how much that song has inspired one man, Sir William Wilberforce in England, to take on Parliament and abolish slavery. So England's, and you really wouldn't know that unless you watch the history of it or check the history of it, especially through the movie. They're the ones that started ending slavery. They're one of the imperialistic nations that, capitalized on it. And so Sir William Wilberforce in history, he had a relationship with Thomas Jefferson, who always wanted to end it. So that started a series of historical events.
Does the film have anything to do with the song?
The film is, Sir William Wilberforce was raised in a church by a preacher that actually wrote the song, who was a ship slave captain for many years, who is supposedly responsible for the death of nearly 20,000 slaves through the years of all the time he was a slave ship captain. So when he finally saw the light, he got out of it and became a preacher. But that's the song that let him know for himself about Amazing Grace.
Wow.
How sweet the sound.
And it came out in 2006, I think?
Yes.
Do you know?
I
Yeah.
think so.
And it actually won an award for Best Spiritual Film in 2008.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see it, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, there's a. Is Albert Finney in there? It's a pretty big cast. You'll like seeing it because I know you like to see. Hey, I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah, Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Benedict.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Why didn't he change his name?
Why didn't he?
Or did he change his name?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
So. We'll
but that's a great name.
Yeah, it's a
great name.
fantastic name.
But
And he's a fantastic actor.
He is fantastic.
Game
Just wait till you
was
see him in there.
my favorite film of the year that year.
Plays the youngest prime minister ever in England.
Very cool. I look forward to checking it out. Thank you for telling me about that. And then that leads us really easily into your choice of music. You want to tell us what that was?
Goes back to Amazing Grace, the song.
Amazing Grace, the song.
Yeah.
And
It's
a particular version.
considered a hymn, but it's more poetic than anything else, and it's actually a personal story for the man that wrote it. And I relate to it a lot.
Do they tell the story of the writing of the song in the film?
I think you get the feel of it, yes,
You get the feel
from the
of
movie.
of where the song came from?
Yes, where he wrote it from, where he came from as far as he had to write that.
And there's a particular version of the song that's actually in the movie that's one of your favorites.
Yeah, the bagpipe version at the end that they actually play in the square of the cathedral where Sir William Wilberforce is buried. And through the years, if I'm out someplace at a jazz club or something like that, and people are asking for requests, no matter where it is, even if it's a guitar player on the streets of Las Vegas or whatever, I'll always, if they're going to take requests, I'm going to ask them I want to hear their version of Amazing Grace. And it's amazing how many people have their own version of Amazing Grace.
Sure, and it's one of those songs similar to the Star Spangled Banner for me. I can't hear it without getting really emotional. And I was talking recently to someone, a younger person who was in their 20s, and I was talking to an adult. There were three of us in the room, and I said something along the lines of how I get emotional with that song. And the 20-year-old said, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Mm-hmm. Why is everybody so crazy about this song? And the other adult said, I think you have to have felt loss. You have to have felt lost to get the meaning of that song. And this 20-year-old just had not had any loss in his life yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it means
so it's like blues. Blues music.
Yeah.
Blues musicians and singers.
Yep. So the bagpipe version of Amazing Grace in the film Amazing Grace.
Yes. One of my favorite versions.
Love that. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I love learning about things I'd never heard of before.
I can't wait for you to tell me what you think about the movie.
I can't wait. Maybe we'll watch it together.
Yes.
Yes, it's a date. Let's do that.
We'll do that.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, and I will see you guys next week.